for more than I can be. When I am on your shoulders.
Parent would visit early sunshine. Now this was an enormous task. It was impossible task, and it would be impossible even today to clear the mountain top. So people worked for a long period of time, prolonged period of time, but the result of the work was insignificant. And this made people very annoyed. People get very angry. They did not know what to do, and they were left in quandary. Quandary means not knowing what to do, living in quandary. So at that time, a lady appeared, and there are so many things cooked up about this lady. Some say a woman carrying a baby, boy, some say a boy, some say a baby, and some say only a girl. So that woman emerged amongst them, came amongst them, and said a word. These people listen to me, people listen to me. Rigu Chepanes, Migu Chepana. So this is a Tibetan word actually. Their manuscripts, their biographies are written in Tibetan language. So Migu Chepanes, Rigu Chepana, what does it mean? It means it is better to clear or the cut head of the person than clearing the unfeasible mountain top. The work which is unfeasible. It is impossible. Cannot be done. That lady said, instead of clearing the top of the mountain, it is better to cut off the head of the man. So this is what she said. Then people, they started thinking, who could be this lady? And finally they knew that this lady was one of the animations or one of the forms of Amjorimati. Amjorimati is the deity of Drogpa. Today they worship a lot to this
This
deity.
is a male or female?
It's female.
Female.
Jomo are all female.
Yeah, you move up a written. The king was what? The king was the last line. I would like to see that the following line was assassinated in the drunkenness. Okay.
Yeah. So king was finished. Then, after assassinating the king, Drogpa people were not left in peace, because Tibetan government started looking for these assassins, and they were punished. So this is the much more summary of the Namtar. Because if you do in detail, it is a very long. There are so many numbers about these people, so I have just made it very short. Now, since these people could not live in peace, what did Drogpa do? That Drogpa sought help from Amajon, Remanti, and Lama Jaripas. So it is pronounced as Lama Jaripa. So this is the actual translation of the spelling of Tibetan language. That is Cheki, most probably that is Cheki. Now, these people sought help, looked for help from Lama Jaripas and Amajomari. And there is still contradiction here. Another coming from the True India by Sapujoka. These are explained by two different numbers. So these two different numbers, I will explain it a little bit later. So
from how many sources? From how many sources people got this document? I mean, when you say biography to represent this, You claim that.
Namdha.
Huh?
The text name is
I
Namdha.
would like to know if you use that word yourself or
People used it.
People say.
Yes, this is the translation of Tibetan language.
Mhm.
Because if you refer Tibetan dictionary, they will written Namdha, meaning biography.
Okay.
So this is Namdha.
Mhm.
So in English, it means biography. So I cannot take it to other words. And some people, they also use manuscript. I have also mentioned that.
Okay,
So
go
I
on.
mentioned that.
That is my question. My question is that you use biography, you use it by yourself or people?
No, I do not use it. This is according to the Tibetan dictionary. So this is location map of Bharat and Satya. So this Asia map where I have showed longitude and latitude of Bhutan, representing the periphery of Bhutan. This is Bhutan map, and this is Kashmir province. From Kashmir province, I have taken out Bharat and Satya. So this map is there in my second paper.
Where is your capital city? Capital city?
My capital city is here, Thimphu. And this is the international airport of Bhutan. So from here, I have traveled until here. Then from here, I have traveled to northeast to find these two settlements.
Okay. Now go on your.
Now, this is still an issue. Whether should we call them Drogpa, or Drogpa? This is still an issue. Etymologically, etymology is a word, is a terminology.
Okay. So we need that. And how many questions? And how many questions? The question is you start up by a question word.
So
A question word and a question mark.
this itself is a question.
No. This is not enough. You see?
Why I did not add this, the graduate school rule as Prince of Soka University says to add only this much.
What?
And the new thesis format of graduate school of Prince of Soka University asks to add only this much. So I followed their rules and regulations.
Now let's see.
And this is my question. So I will show you my question, which two of us have framed before. My question is not whether you like or not. My question is rating scale.
Where?
Modern development is needed.
I need your rating scale.
So-
one thing I would like to
Yes.
say is what does it mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Therefore, I
don't
have
know.
changed here.
Huh?
Under the recommendation of the statisticians,
No.
said that 1 is strongly agree, 2 is disagree.
Now let's see. But you don't have here.
Yes, that is what I said.
You don't have here. อาจารย์ก็ยังไม่ได้ใส่เลยว่าเลข 1หมายความว่าอะไรเลข 2หมายความอะไรนี่ต้องใส่มาก็โอเคละไม่เป็นไรก็ใส่มาเถอะแต่Dorji, we need your exact questionnaire. Where is it? We would like to know what kind of question you give to the people when you try to collect the data. And you must develop that and insert in this. Because when I try to understand this table, I can find nowhere what exactly the question to them when you got these figures or this data. I don't know. So we have to know what question they answer like this. So it is needed your questionnaire. When you said rating scale, I didn't see your rating scale. What in which way they are?
So these were the questions. Rating scales.
But you didn't report. You must report in this.
See, modern development is important for cognitive socio-economic status. So these are all clubbed into modern development is needed. So modern development is needed is here.
No. Yeah, your 15. You said. Let me see page 15. Modern development is needed as indicated by a cross-tabulated test, 75%. And
Graduate school has new thesis policy now.
you
I'm
refer
following
to
this.
graduate school, but I am your committee here. You go to see the thesis in our faculty. They all give the questionnaire as the academic part of the thesis.
I did not know this.
เราไม่ใส่เหรอครับแล้วเราจะ
ใช่ใช่
คืออย่างนี้นะคืออย่างนี้นะอาจารย์
you can put it
ตารางนี้มันย่อมมาจากว่ามันมาจากไหนเราหาไม่เจอเลยไม่เราไม่สามารถ we cannot understand this table you see when we don't know what kind of question you give to them so you must show this that means this part must be added as appendix in the report in the thesis
Okay,
one part
now I will add because
yeah
so far I have been following the thesis rule of Prince of Songkla University.
Prince of Songkla University
I
never
understand.
see anything you see they never see anything in detail
Yeah.
they give authority to these four people you see
So,
and
I should
by
know
our
before.
nature by our institutional behavior we have to add up เราใส่ไหมครับอาจารย์ questionnaire ในนี้นะฮะเราต้องใส่สิ questionnaire ไม่งั้นเราจะรู้เหรอว่าคำถามมันคืออะไร
Okay, I
You
will
can put everything in appendix.
Okay,
if you want.
Yeah, there is one thing. There are so many things when we come to the page, but I don't know what question you give to them, and now you give me here, okay, and this could be add up in,
Okay.
okay, there's one thing,
Now I
okay,
will do that because I'm not aware of it.
very
Nobody told
important,
me.
very important.
Because if somebody had told me, then I would have known. I have followed what actually was there. So even many of my friends, they have done like that only. But I am not told by anybody. I was just following what graduate school written, wrote it there. So I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Now I'm at it because
Yeah, because
I know now.
yeah, we tell you now.
Because I know now. Yes.
Okay, so I tell you now. If you don't know, I tell you now. I cannot understand this table if I didn't see your question.
Okay.
You see? So I try to understand your table. And I don't know what when they said yes, when they says by 5, they said 3, they said 2, they said 1. I don't know what the question is. To let the reader of this report or this thesis know. You must give this to them. When I study your first table, I look at the question. Okay, but I didn't see any question in here, so I give you a suggestion to put them in. Okay, and we do like this in every thesis. Yeah, in our department.
Okay. Thank you very
So
much. I did not know before.
yeah, so you yeah,
I
this is
just
one
come to
suggestion.
know today, so-
One suggestion.
That is why I'm defending because I
Now,
have followed
you are
the
page
rules of
15.
somebody.
Doji, page 15 cannot make reader understand. Here, what kind of question you give to them when they say, for me, I choose number 1, I choose 5. Number 1, number 2, I choose 2. People cannot know if you don't show them this. So, show them your questionnaire. And this is our, what we behave. In every thesis in our department, in our faculty, we always give the questionnaire because without the questionnaire, how could we understand? How could we understand the table you try to show? Okay? That's one thing. Okay, now you go on. You don't finish your presentation.
Yeah. Let me clarify one.
Okay. Now in the first page, you give me the version. Now for your table number 1, you give me this version,
So
and
this is
you
my latest version.
you don't have the footnote. One means stronger.
Yes, strongly disagree.
So you put them in. That's okay.
So in my first draft, it is not there.
Yeah.
In my second draft also, it is not there. But in my third draft, after the recommendation of the statistician, so
Yeah. Actually,
then I wrote it.
Yeah, Dorji, actually I have a comment too. So the same thing.
Yes.
When you collect that, I'm okay. Okay. Now go on. Biography itself, it means ชีวประวัติ in Thai, not region พงศาวดาร So this is just my suggestion. If you don't change that, okay?
Okay.
Because I am not in your field, you see.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because this is.
And what is this,
what
Dorji?
this?
Dorji, what is this?
This is Namdhar.
Okay. And
Namdhar is a Tibetan word.
So,
And in Tibetan word, it is Namdhar. And when we translate in Tibetan dictionary, if you see, Namdhar means biography in English.
Namta is biography in English.
Yes.
By what dictionary?
It is Tibetan terminology.
Okay, I agree with you. That depends. That
Yeah.
okay, go on. เขาใช้คำว่าชีวประวัติ
ชีวประวัติ
กับผมคิดว่ามันน่าจะเป็นกรมสมบัติไหมอาจารย์ แต่ก็ไม่เป็นไรออกก็ยืนยันว่าเขาใช้คำนั้น
ไม่
ต่อ
ต่อ
ไป
ไปมันคืออ่านแล้วมันก็ทำให้ไม่เหมือนกัน
ก็ไม่รู้ก็
Can you translate the first one? What's the meaning of the yeah?
Yeah. So this is written in Cheki. Cheki is a typical language of Tibetan. This would mean Raluris Pamis Kijungkung, the origination history of our parents. So this is in short, it is written in this way. Kadim Chungge Dira, Chungze Jawani. This is all Cheki. It is difficult even for me to translate because I am not a Cheki person, I am a Dzongkha person.
Okay, now go on. We cannot read Tibetan.
Yeah, me too.
ตอนนี้กำลัง
This is another biography.
โอเค
Now people don't give these biographies. I had to pay them 4,000 to 5,000 Nutram. So the issue is also I have mentioned in one of my paper journal. Now their methodological Dzongkha history is based on these two biographies. These two biographies explains everything about them. So these two biographies explains about there was a king, Garuda king, Jachu. Garuda is very famous even in Thailand here. I have seen so many Garuda lineage in Thailand. So present king is also the descendants of Garuda lineage. I have read in one of the books. So it talks about one of the Garuda kings. So it is here. Genealogical Garuda kings, Dabsan and Shoksan. So what Dzongkha did is their ancestors, they started their life through these bird kings. And these two bird kings were Dabsan and Shoksan, their name. Now Dabsan and Shoksan did not have their direct descendant. They passed away and they had reincarnation. And this reincarnation was Tempo Lakshimbo. And this person lived during the great Buddhist king of Tibet, Gyalpo Somsen Gampo. Now again he did not have the direct descendant. So what happened in Nepal, in a cave called Yalmushu. So it is a famous cave in Nepal. From the egg of Garuda, a boy was born. And this boy had 3 sons. The golden bird, the silver bird, and black birds.
This is just like Jakarta.
Yes.
Now you go through your fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, you go through your fighting.
So what is meaning? So what is perception?
ต่อหรือยังไง
Because I have used middle 3 generations.
What is that?
My topic.
Your topic? Why?
You need translator.
Yeah. What is your topic?
Mean perception of 3 generations.
3 generations. Yeah, I know 3 generations.
So that
Why?
is middle generations, younger generation, and older generation.
Now, what I said is you are it is good for you to use abbreviation.
Yeah.
But abbreviation could be maybe young age could be YA, not YT, because T is the final sound.
Yeah, I know.
People never use the final sound or the final syllable of the word to represent in a short form.
But I showed you an example. We have so many.
Now I ask you.
languages.
I am the committee. We are the committee. This is our suggestion. Would you follow our suggestion? You think? When you are student, and now this is we talk to maybe I try to read it. I pay more than 2 days reading yours.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and there are so many things that when people read it when you go back home. Okay, so let it be neat. It must be in the form of we can accept. You see. So you go back home and think if you would follow our suggestion or not. Okay. So once when I come into when I come into my duty in a thesis at a level of could be accepted. You see. Okay. Now you think, and now you go on. You did finish your presentation. Now this is number 5.
Okay. So the perception of the awareness of cultural, traditional, and behavioral transformation is so every day-to-day life, everything is changing now. So I'm focusing on that culture. So for example, look here. Actually, this is okay, but this is what we call Putin or bishop. Bishop they don't have. Now, bishop is like this. This is bishop, made out of leather.
The lower part, the lower bear or upper
Yeah,
bear.
this is made out of leather, and they don't have this. So this is one photo. Now another one is, this is Putin, a tail like this one. It is not at all there. It has disappeared now. And most of them, they don't put on this now. Now if I show that old man at the last, so he doesn't have this. He doesn't have Hema or Bishop or Bishop, all these things. It is all disappearing now, which are very beautiful actually.
Okay, now come back to your phrase in fighting. Okay, you didn't give me that in this version, but you see.
So I have.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I know. That is one thing. One thing is that the version you give us is not the complete one as you present today on your PowerPoint. Okay. But here now you can see that come up to the previous pages. And again, one more. Okay, this one and for the following one. The following one. You didn't give this to the committee here, okay? But that is not fair for us to see. But I try to, yeah, it looks as if it completes now. But in this version, you don't have, you see? Okay, now you finish presenting. I would like to talk in the case of for the committee to see which part you could correct in your report here, because we don't have enough time. Ajahn Vanchai will leave at 11:30. Okay. Now the committee, please. You do some small correction. I will not talk about them here. มันมีสาระใหญ่อาจารย์ทำยังไงอ่ะ Maybe some part of your presentation here could be moved. I mean, you have to move some paragraph to the right place. But how could I say here in a short time? May focusได้. Okay, let it be if you don't understand what. But I said here there are some part of the paragraph that could be moved because the sense on the characteristic of the paragraph could be placed in somewhere. You see. So let it be. I will not identify them in detail here.
อาจารย์ของภาษาเด็กมีเวลาแก้งาน
ต้องทำอะไรเสริม
เดือน
จริงๆแล้วโดยเกณฑ์ตรงนี้นะครับเวลาเราสอบเสร็จเนี่ยจากประสบการณ์ที่สอบนักศึกษามาเนี่ยมันจะมีอยู่สัก2แบบที่1คือถ้าการสอบนี้สำเร็จก็ให้แก้ภายใน21วันหรือ3สัปดาห์นะครับที่ภาควิชาภาษาศาสตร์ปฏิบัติและถ้าไม่สำเร็จก็คือ6 เดือนก็ทำไปแต่ก็คือไม่สำเร็จเพราะฉะนั้นต้องฟิกซ์ว่าอย่างน้อยต้องแก้ภายใน21วันนับจากวันพรุ่งนี้เป็นต้นไปนับเสาร์อาทิตย์ด้วยครับ
ผมกำลังคิดว่าถ้าพอมันเป็นรายละเอียดก็ให้นักศึกษาเป็นคนสอบหลักการให้แบบพอให้มันผูกไปเลยนะก็คือคิดว่าอย่างนั้นถ้าก็คือให้เข้าไปก็มันคือหน้าตาของมหาลัยด้วยนะเพราะผมคิดว่า
ก็คือผมจะไม่ให้ผ่านถ้ายังไงผมไม่ให้ผ่านเพราะว่าเราปฏิบัติอย่างนี้มาเสมอว่าถ้าเละๆไม่ได้เรื่องไม่ออกเพราะว่าพอเข้าไปแล้วก็เข้าไปเพราะว่างานตกอยู่ที่เราหน้าตาอยู่ที่เราเพราะฉะนั้น
ผมคิดว่าก็เราต้องตัดสินตรงนี้ว่าให้เขาผ่านไม่ผ่านแล้วหลังจากนั้นเนี่ยจะแก้ยังไงผมว่าก็ให้เขาไปคอนซัลท์กับคนที่ดูละเอียดที่สุดในเรื่องของแพทเทิร์นในเรื่องของแบบฟอร์มจะเป็นงานไม่ได้
so the committee said yeah we have
ในแนวปฏิบัติ
นิดเดียวหลักสูตรอาจจะมีต่างเล็กน้อยคือถ้าเขาแก้ภายใน21 วันนะเขาจะจบวันนี้
ใช่
ตอนนี้ผ่านนะ
ใช่แปลว่าวันนี้สอบเสร็จแล้วก็มีความหมายว่าไม่ใช่จะต้องรักษาสภาพอีกต่อไป
ทีนี้ถ้าเผื่อเขาคือวันนี้ถ้าเขาสอบผ่านเขาจะต้องรักษาสภาพอยู่แล้วเพราะวันนี้มันเป็นวันสุดท้ายแต่ว่าถ้าเขาแก้ไขแบบวันเป็นว่าสมบูรณ์ส่งผ่าน
แปลว่าสอบผ่าน
เขาจะจบวันจบอ่ะแต่ว่าถ้าเขาแก้หลังจาก21 วันจะเป็น3 เดือน 4 เดือนเลยจะจบวันที่เขาแก้เสร็จแล้วส่งหนังสือ
ใช่เหมือนกันครับไม่ใช่เรื่องที่ไม่ต่างกัน
ผมว่าก็ให้มันเป็นประโยชน์ต่อที่สุดถ้าเรารับได้นะเรารับก็ได้ก็ให้ประโยชน์แต่ความไม่ส่วนใหญ่ไม่สุดก็คือเขาไม่ต้องจ่ายตังค์เพิ่มหรือว่าอะไรประมาณนี้นะแล้วก็ส่วนกระบวนการแก้ไขผมคิดว่าก็เราอยู่เนี่ย3 คนที่อยู่ใกล้กันที่สุดก็ในรายละเอียดแต่ละอันเนี่ยไปให้กรรมการเข้าแล้วแก้กับอาจารย์เลยคือตอนที่ผมฟังเนี่ยผมนั่งดีๆด้วยซ้ำไปสำหรับเด็กนะเพื่อที่จะให้ผ่านเนี่ยก็ไปนั่งดีๆเขาเลยผมคิดว่า